almost a year ago, I picked up something which was pretty much an almost phenomenal deal. Now it's an even better deal because of prices increasing and whatnot. So again, thrift shopping because I kind of do that as a hobby. I don't do it all the time, just when I have free time and if I'm around one. So I walked into my favorite local thrift shop, and often they have, where the counters are, they have items that are usually valuable in their eyes slash easy to steal. So whether it's DS games or iPods or iPhones or little watches, they put them up in a little case. Well, behind the counter, there's a whole shelf. It's like a stacked shelf, and they put other items, cameras, MP3 players again, film cameras, and consoles. They have a whole wall for consoles that they get. And the way it works is when they get something donated and there's multiple parts, they group them. So the console, based on number basically. So for example, let's say the console is 1 and there's 4 parts. It's going to be 1-4, part 1 of 4. That makes sense. So they would be labeled, console $50, part 1 of 4, see cashier. So you'd pick out the console, you ask where's the other 4 bags of stuff, or 4 items. So when I went over, I noticed that they had an N64 on the shelf. You're all familiar with the N64, I assume. It's a rather fantastic console. One of the few first real 3D consoles. I'm not going to get into the argument over the Jaguar or the Sega. I'm a Nintendo guy, so this is mine. This is Nintendo 64 for me. So I saw it on the shelf. I was like, oh great, they're probably going to want like something stupid like $60. So just because I asked them to see how much it was, I said, how much is it? It's in a bag. I could kind of see the video cables. I didn't bother bringing up the video cables. You know what they are. I had the power brick and video cables. So in the bag, that's what there was. So I asked to see it. And they brought the bag up, and it said, 20, yeah, it was $20. One of 3. And because there were 3 other parts. It's like, okay, cool. So I said, can I see the other bags? So they first brought out the first bag, which had the controllers, and incidentally enough, the 2 controllers that they were grouping with it were just a generic gray one, and I'm probably going to get the color wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's atomic purple. They grouped these to the just normal gray one with the purple one for a total of $20. And then the third bag had some games. It had, trying to remember which order they were in, it basically had these 3 in the bag, which is Mission Impossible, which is actually a pretty crappy game, Top Gear Overdrive, which is actually a really good game, and NASCAR 99, which I already have. So there were 3 games in the other bag. So it's a total of, 3 items, and 64 of the hookups, the 2 controllers, and 3 packed-in games. It's like, well, okay, that's really good. So I said, hey, can you hold that for me? And I then looked around, and I didn't actually have to go far to find the next set of stuff. I looked in the case, and there were 3 more N64 games. I guess they split up the lot thinking they could make more money. They had Cruisin' USA, and all their games at $2.95. So that's all their video games are $2.95. So they had Cruisin' USA, Supercross 2000, and Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. So right there, for a little over 7 and change, got 3 more games on top of the packed-in 3 games. So I had them set that aside for me. And then I went into their Magic cable bin, and they had one controller, well, another controller, but in the bin there was one of them, for $1.95, and it included a memory card just stuck in the controller. I didn't tell them what it was. They didn't ask. They assumed it was part of the controller. So that guy I got for $1.95, and then digging through the box further, I found an even better conditioned controller for $3.95. So in total, I only paid about $20 for the console, plus the 2 controllers, plus $4 for a controller, so that's $24, plus $2 for the other controller, $25, plus $7, so about $30-ish, and I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 controllers, 6 games, all the hookups, the system works, for about $30. I'd say that was a pretty big score. If you liked this video, thumbs it up. If you didn't, thumbs it down. If you want to see more if you want to see more content like this, poke the subscription button, and stay tuned for more content like this. If you have any suggestions, drop them down below in the comments. Have an awesome day.